Hello, you're listening to Questboard, a podcast where we make up random side quests. My name is Brandon.
And I'm Tiffany. And just so you know, we are not professional writers in any way, shape, or form. At least we don't claim to be. We just really like tabletop RPGs, and we do this for fun.
That's right. Hey, Tiff.
What's up?
We love to just spend money on tabletop RPG crap.
I don't like the spending money part, but I do like getting new TTRPG crap.
So recently I spent some money on a Kickstarter project.
Ooh, exciting.
I know, and I still haven't gotten the other stuff that I've Kickstarted like years ago.
I know, right? It's always, you never know when you're going to get it, but when you do, it's just like Christmas, because for me, I typically forget that I Kickstarted a thing.
And I think you'll get a kick of what I backed.
Kick out of this Kickstart?
Yeah. So it was those like wooden like those stamps where it's just like a wooden block and then it has the etching and then you like put the ink on.
Yeah.
So think of that, but each block is a square grid that you would use for a D&D setting. And so you could on
Ooh.
paper make a dungeon using those blocks to then stamp out your dungeon grid.
I love this.
And it even has like walls or anything like that. And each of them are basically the square for 5x5. So that some of them isn't even just the grid part. Some of them is just like a fire in the middle. It's like you just ink onto like, oh, here's a fire right here.
I love this.
Yeah, I came across it randomly. And I was like,
That is such a
okay.
cool idea.
You could stamp out your dungeons,
Stamp out your dungeon.
right? Yeah. The one I backed up, you could have done wooden blocks, but then there was a slightly more expensive one where it's clear so that you can actually look through and make sure you have the alignment right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can see that being a good idea. That's a genius idea.
And so, yeah, I spent money on that recently.
Nice. What's it called? Do you remember?
Can't remember.
Okay. So
it was
other
a
people
very
can go
impromptu
look it up.
thing.
Okay, hold on. I want to look that up because I want to give them some shout outs because that's cool.
No, you want to back them up. That's what you want to do.
Maybe. Tabletop stamps.
Yes, it's called that. I was pulling up the email that I backed up. Yep. Tabletop stamps, dungeons.
That is such a cool idea. Because, like, if there's a hidden door, as soon as they discover it, you just reach over and stamp it.
Awkwardly if you have a DM screen, though.
Yeah, that would be a little awkward. Oh, that's such a cool idea. And it makes such a neat looking dungeon. Honestly, you could totally, like, stamp out your dungeon and then scan it for other people to use. That's a cool, really cool idea.
I think when I was looking at it, you know how we come up with things. We have a podcast about it.
Yeah.
My first thought, which I think you might get a kick out of, and there's no way that we'll get it within a couple months so that it won't be a small campaign.
Mm-hmm.
But I had thought of if I was running a short campaign where the party is playing cartographers trying to map out a dungeon, who gets hired to map out a dungeon.
Right.
I would then give Tiff, I would give you, it's like, here's the stamps. You need to map out the dungeon as you're following along.
Yeah.
And then you will have like your own personal like sheet or journal in which you will map it out.
Yeah.
And then by the end of it, I will give you like the party how much money based off how close it is to my map.
Ooh.
And all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's that was my first thought, where that was one of the things I thought of when I was seeing that.
Mm-hmm.
A really cool way to integrate it to additional gameplay for the players.
That's a really neat idea. I might actually kickstart this too.
Of course.
They're really cool, and like for the clear acrylic set, it's $95 to back it.
Don't
the
tell them how much I
set-
spent money on.
Oh, I'm telling everyone. And for the wooden set, it's $70. So it's like not too bad of a jump, and it's also for the amount of stamps you do get, it's not that bad of an investment.
Whatever makes you feel better, Tiff.
Yeah, I feel good about that.
Okay. As long as you're happy.
Yeah.
Because if you're in a good mood, we make good episodes, right?
Yeah. Right?
Maybe.
No, the episodes
Somewhat.
don't follow my mood. They make themselves.
Sometimes. Like, I think what I pointed out before, there is some like weird episodes where you could tell you're wiry because you had a bunch of caffeine beforehand.
Yeah.
Like, I think we've mentioned something like that before.
I did have an energy drink this morning, so.
That might explain it.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I could tell when you're like, it's off or you're jittery or wiry
Yeah.
based off of the kind of episodes we have.
That's funny. Okay. Well, I guess the episode's
But then again, we've been doing this
very
for 3
based
years.
on my caffeine content.
We've been doing it for 3 years, so it's like
Yeah.
I kind of notice the outliers,
Yeah.
or I should. Anyways, yeah, that was it. I just wanted to bring up my newest spending habits, I guess you could call it that.
Yeah. It's a cool idea. I really like it.
Anyways,
So what kind of episode are we going to make today?
I was about to ask you that, but okay.
Okay, fine. I got to first. Waha.
I guess both of us don't know. So there is no episode, guys. Have a good one.
Surprise. No, we're making an episode, and we are going to make a monster spotlight, as you can tell from the title of the episode, most likely.
Yeah, we usually include it.
So,
Anyways,
I need you to roll
that's right. I roll.
a d4 to start. So 1 and 2 are first list, 3 and 4 second list.
I got a 2, so that means 1.
All right, first list. Give me that D100.
45.
45. We got a dryad.
Hopefully this one will be better than Celesta.
Yeah, if you haven't seen any of his streams for Celesta, we got let down hard by a summoned dryad.
Who just
Page
cast
1.
bark skin and shillelagh the entire time.
Page 121, by the way.
Dryads. I'm sure you've seen this picture before.
Yeah.
They actually have some background.
Nice.
Travelers entering a forest might catch a glimpse of a feminine form flitting through the trees. Warm laughter hangs in the air, drawing those who hear it deeper into the emerald shadows. Treebound. Powerful fae will sometimes bind lesser fae spirits to trees, transforming them into dryads. This is sometimes done as a punishment when the fae spirit falls in love with a mortal, and that love is forbidden.
Ooh.
The dryad can emerge from the tree and travel the lands around it, but the tree remains her home and roots her to the world. As long as the tree remains healthy and unharmed, the dryad stays forever youthful and alluring. If the tree is harmed, she suffers. If the tree is ever destroyed, the dryad descends into madness. Reclusive fae. Dryads act as guardians for their woodland denizens. Shy and reclusive, they watch interlopers from the trees. A dryad struck by the beauty of a stranger might investigate more closely, perhaps even try to lure the individual away to be charmed. Dryads work with other sylvan creatures to defend their forests. Unicorns, treants, satyrs live alongside them. In addition to dryads that share the dryad's devotion to the woods they call home. Woodland magic. Dryads can speak with plants and animals. They could teleport from one tree to another, luring interlopers away from their groves. If pressed, a dryad can beguile humanoids with her enchantments, turning enemies into friends. They also know a handful of useful spells. And true to their name, they are neutral.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Also, one thing to note is challenge rating 1.
also, yeah, challenge rank 1.
So this is an early encounter.
Maybe that's why she's useless in Slug.
I was gonna say that. Okay, so it sounds like we've done something with a dryad before, haven't we? Where she like kidnapped a child or something.
We've done Fae in general.
Fae in general.
I don't remember if it was a dryad or not.
Okay. Yeah, I think it was just general Fae, but kind of acted like a dryad. We could have one where her tree's been destroyed and she's gone insane.
True.
Or something where, like, it could be like a timed sort of scenario where if they don't get there in time, the tree is destroyed, but it's like it's against the clock.
Do you want do you want to do that? Or I had thought of what if this might be more of a long quest, so that like it's multiple times like this dryad will help the party,
Okay.
but then behind the scenes the tree is starting to rot or something like that, so then they're slowly descending into madness,
Okay.
like showing small symptoms at first and then becoming more and more paranoid or toxic or a little forgetfulness. Tiff, is your tree rotting? Sorry.
Hey. You calling me toxic?
No, I was saying that after the forgetfulness part.
I'm aware.
Who are you? Anyways,
Is your tree okay?
nah.
Oh, wait, no. Dryads are all female.
Well, that and I am not neutral. I am evil.
Nah, true. I'm pretty neutral.
No,
Yeah, I'm
you're
more good.
You're good. You're lawful good. You're not anything but that.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Eh.
It is to me. Okay, I
So-
kind of like that like, plotline thing where like she'll show up every now and then and be like, since you
But it has to be in the beginning because she's only level 1.
I mean challenge rating one, but yeah.
Oh, sorry, challenge rate. Basically level 1.
Yeah.
So what kind of like small quests would she like assist or ask the party to do? And then it's over time showing things, showing the symptoms.
Maybe like, I don't know, help with clearing out like not clearing out the forest, but like cleaning up a part of a forest to like, help nature, and then she will in turn provide help for them.
How so?
Maybe there was, I don't know.
Or should we do like the party helps out the dryad?
Did you almost say druid?
Sort of.
'Kay.
The party helps out the dryad in which it's every quest that the dryad sends them out on
Mhm.
is about corruption. It's about trees being corrupted or things like
Okay.
that. And so then it exposes the concept of that to the players.
Mm-hmm.
This is like environmental storytelling
Yeah.
and foreshadowing,
Right.
in which then every time they go back, she would exhibit some kind of new symptom
Mhm.
and then also send them on another one that involves rotting or corrupting.
Maybe she's sending them to investigate other trees because her sisters have stopped responding or stopped like showing up to talk to her, and she's worried about them. But she can't go too far from her tree. Well, no. Like she can't, like normally she meets them like halfway between the trees, but they aren't showing up. She can't go too far from her tree. So maybe
Hey everyone, just want to let you know, over the next minute, there is this weird like echoey effect that I have no idea what's causing this. And so it's going to sound a little bit weird, but it's going to go away in like less than a minute. I just want to point it out. Yes, I'm aware of it. No, I cannot fix it post. So yeah, sorry about that. I'm thinking maybe because I would not want to do the whole like you send them out to do one quest where it's the exact thing that she's experiencing. I feel like it needs to be close enough not to be the exact thing, but close enough that you realize that it's in the same realm. Does that make sense?
yeah.
Because it's like I don't know if to me it feels like more of intense storytelling. It's like where it's just like all the same theme, but not the exact same. So each problem is different. You know what I mean? And
Okay.
then the reveal for her
Is that
would
the
be
whole time she's been
that
slowly getting
it
corrupted?
also it could happen where the corrupting of a tree then corrupts the mind of the dryad.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of saying, "Oh yeah, that happened to her," now we could just make that connection. It's like, "Oh, something similar sort of happened." Does that make sense?
Yeah, that does make sense. So, okay, not other
'Cause
trees
As
getting corrupted.
as I was ranting on too, I thought about what happens if like the more she becomes corrupted, where then she might like near the end send the party to do something that's not against a corruption, like
Oh.
to actually then kill a fellow dryad that's not corrupted because of the corruption of her mind thinks that that other dryad is corrupt.
Maybe like the final thing is she gives them a flower and asks them to deliver it to another dryad. And what they don't know that within the flower that hasn't bloomed yet, it's still a bud, but in the middle of the bud is a bit of corruption, and when it blooms, it'll corrupt that other dryad, or something like that.
Or
Or
what happens if it's like a root, like a bud seedling kind of thing for a plant, in which
Mhm.
she has to put like. What I'm about to say is more like a long-term corruption, though. But it's just like, have you seen those plants that's like you plant it at the base of the tree, and then the roots of that intertwine with the roots of the tree, and then that spreads the corruption within the tree itself.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But then that's like long-term.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't
When
happen right away.
no, and I feel like it needs to be immediate, where they realize that
I mean,
it was not a corrupt thing that they've been doing this entire time, and then that
magic exists. It could be immediate.
also true. We are dealing with dryads.
Yeah, they could make a plant go from seedling to sprouted
But
and
then
doing
why
things
didn't that happen for the dryad that we're dealing with? Because we're
because
slowly corrupting her.
she wasn't corrupted by another dryad. So since she is a dryad, she's implanted like nature magics within that plant that will make it grow faster. But her original corruption didn't come from something
Okay,
like that. It was a slow
I
corruption.
think we need to determine what kind of corruption is this original dryad.
Okay.
Because if it's like that could be the discovery of the source of either she's just the tree is rotting because nature itself, or is it like an outside corruption that's actually corrupting the trees?
Yeah.
And then it gives the party a stepping stone of like, oh, this. So now we have to find a way to stop the evil corruption.
Mm-hmm. It could be a type of like evil plant that maybe originates from one of the hell planes that got brought to our world and is slowly growing near her tree and finally managed to like, corrupt her tree and take over it. And now she's trying to spread that plant to other things, and with her nature magic can make it grow faster. Yeah, hell plants. That's where I went.
Yeah, hell plants. I think because I know that I've always had a long idea of for druids, where druids are always about plant life and
Yeah.
animal life. Well, there's always two sides of every coin, and so I've thought of druids that had like them more focused on decay and death and all that stuff, because that is still a part of life.
I think that actually is a subclass of druid.
I can't remember. I don't often look at that. But what if it was just one of those where a druid that quote unquote evil
Yeah.
believes that like this forest needs a reset, like all nature does. It needs to have a wipe,
Mm-hmm.
in which what happens if that is just a natural cycle of life, but then
Oh, I was thinking of Circle of Spores. That's the mushroom druids.
uh
But they
I
deal
know
with
there's a I
they
know
deal with
there's
decay
a
and stuff.
there's a wildfire druid.
Yeah.
I do know that one. But what happens if like this kind of decay druid is slowly just trying to take out this forest so
Yeah.
that a new one could grow anew?
Yeah, no, druids of Circle of Spores find beauty in decay. So
Okay.
yeah, it's a thing. It
But
exists.
what about one of those?
That would be
And so
yeah.
then you actually have a person, a target,
Yeah.
a big bad for this small arc.
Okay. All right. So maybe instead of a flower, it's a mushroom?
Sure. But I don't know, like it would be interesting if the dryad isn't aware of it. It's just
Yeah.
growing paranoia because madness of the brain.
And one thing, I'm still stuck on mushrooms here because mushrooms. One thing about mushrooms is, yeah, you can pluck them, but that doesn't do anything. The entire ground, like when you see a mushroom above ground, it's called mycelium.
Mhm.
There's all sorts of little like veins and stuff of that throughout the entire ground underneath. So it's really hard to get rid of if you don't want mushrooms growing again.
Okay. Thanks for the PSA.
And so that's what I'm saying is that is more of a threat that you can't see.
I think the whole decaying forest is more of a threat because it's just mushrooms are a byproduct of the decay afterwards.
Well,
isn't
yeah,
it?
the mushrooms do.
So
like to grow
I
and decay.
think I think that's more of a threat.
Well, yes.
So,
So have we gone from
to set things straight?
main character is dryad to main character is druid?
Well, the main character is dryad, as the players are slowly experiencing the
main
increasing corruption and madness of dryad.
Yeah, main antagonist is druid.
Yes.
Okay.
So to set things straight, and let's get our ducks in a row, or trees in a row.
Wow.
What? A tree farm, trees in a
I
row.
was gonna go with wood duck, but okay.
Party comes across a dryad that's maybe just traveling through the woods, and dryad appears like desperate for help.
Yeah. Yeah. She just like pops out of a
The-
tree or something. And
She
it's just like,
directs the
"Help
party
me."
to a small thing, like maybe like some, like if you could just devise some, what is it, like twig blights, vine blights,
Yeah. Yeah.
like those kind of creatures, but make a more corrupted version of them.
Maybe a shambling mound.
Level 1 party. This is early party.
Yeah. How strong is a shambling mound? Anyway.
Like CR3 or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
That could be one of the later ones.
Yeah.
But direct the party kind of like, oh, there's this corrupted version of a vine blight or a twig blight kind of thing, or a couple of them.
Right.
They take care of it, and so it's like introduces the fact that there's like a corruption within this forest.
Okay.
And so then they might go off, and then if they ever return back or anything like that, the dryad will then find them again and ask for continuous help.
Okay.
As it goes on, shows like, okay, what are some signs that we have for the dryad of this slowly corrupting her mind because her tree's being corrupted, and she's not even aware of it, you know?
Yeah. Maybe like if like in the picture, when you look at a picture of a dryad, you see like she's covered in leaves and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe some of her leaves are turning brown and falling. Be like the first sign. Or like getting a little bit crispy along the edges.
A little crispy.
Yeah, crispy leaves.
Okay.
Like that would be like the first sign.
Would that be a first sign, or maybe like
Maybe
the
okay.
middle sign kind of thing? Like
When a plant starts seeming like not healthy, the leaves go from a nice, vibrant, beautiful green to kind of a sickly yellow green. That could be the first sign.
I was also asking for symptoms of like the mental symptoms,
Oh,
because mind corruption,
yeah.
all that stuff, paranoia.
Well, I mean, paranoia and
I
stuff.
feel like the
Maybe she
paranoia needs
could-
to be the one of the last ones, because the last one is going to be directed towards possibly killing another dryad.
Yeah, maybe some early signs could be like her just snapping at people for no reason.
Like in the beginning, she was very calm, or like
Yeah, just very calm and chill. Next time you see her, she's a little more frantic and frazzled.
on edge.
Yeah, and might like snap at people, and then maybe next time they see her after that, she's like talking to someone who's not there. Basically going a little schizophrenic.
Yeah. If we just do signs of schizophrenia.
Yeah, it kind of works.
Okay. And then,
Maybe even some like dementia things, because I know some dementia patients can also lash out and things, so she can like start forgetting, like maybe look at them like she's never seen them before.
and so, yeah, if we want to just break this into like 3 or 4 parts, first one is like twig or vine blight combat. Second one could be a shambling mound if you want to reduce some of the qualities about it.
Yeah.
The third one will be so paranoid and all that stuff will attack, like go and chop this tree down or hurt this tree kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then they're going to kind of realize like, oh, this was a regular dryad. And it's like, describe this dryad to look a lot more like the original dryad you've seen, where it's much more healthier and like all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then that dryad will die. And then when they try to go back, maybe like during conversations, you'll talk about like her tree is and give them directions. And then they won't see her after killing the dryad.
Or if they realize before and not to kill the dryad, they'll be like, wait, something's wrong. She sent us
And
to
then
kill.
if they ever find her tree, then it's going to be very decayed. And maybe
basically
like
that section of the forest is more of a swamp.
more of a swamp. And maybe you will actually see the dryad.
Yeah.
Like leaning against her tree or something like that, and it's like on last life, like
I just imagine
super
her,
dementia, kind of schizophrenic, like lashing out like
yeah.
Gollum.
Yeah, she's like, my imagining is like she's lost all of her leaves, and instead of like, leaves as a dress, she's now wearing there's a type of moss called old man's beard,
Mm-hmm.
that typically grows in like swampy type areas, and she's wearing that draped over her like a dress.
Mm-hmm. And so then realize around them it's like all of this is very much decayed and all that stuff, and then encourages them to then find the druid
Mm-hmm.
that's been causing this, or find
Right.
the source of it and discover it's
And
a
really,
druid.
it's probably just the druid has decided to make this forest their home and is
Naturally been spreading.
it's like it's just naturally spreading from them because that's just how their magic
Well,
works.
I think they set up shop and they're fully intending for this
Yeah, yeah.
forest to decay because
yeah,
that's
and
a
it's
part
just
of it.
slowly spreading away from them
Yes.
intentionally, but also like they aren't realizing how much chaos they're causing.
No, and I think they are fully aware because
fully aware?
they believe that every forest needs to be reset once in a while as a
Gotcha.
part of circle of
Okay.
life. And so they set up shop in one forest until they feel like it's enough for a reset and then move on to the next forest.
Okay.
They believe that they are providing that natural cycle.
Oh, okay. I can see a wildfire druid doing the same thing.
That's just a quicker version.
Yes.
And sometimes wildfires, like forests are designed to actually have wildfires.
Yes, yes.
In which you don't, it's
It clears all
it
that
clears out the
underbrush.
small stuff, but the trees are mostly fine.
Yeah, trees are
but
pretty resilient.
For the rotting druid, that's more like full reset on
That
everything.
is a full reset.
And so that justifies, or they view themselves as the good guy in that situation because it is a very much needed thing,
Mm-hmm.
which a lot of like heroic D&D parties are very much always against that whole natural order thing.
Yeah.
It's always funny.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else to add? Do you want to give a name for this druid or something?
Okay, name for the druid. We've got a Mave. There's a Mave on the list. Ooh, a Shreya.
A Shreya?
Yeah, not a Shreya. Sorry, I was saying this, that. Shreya.
Okay.
Shreya.
I don't know. Maybe a Shreya sounds better.
You like a Shreya better?
A Shreya?
Because it has ash? No, that's the wildfire druid.
Yeah. But no, a Shreya sounds nice. Like, it sounds like an elvish kind of name.
Mm-hmm. There's also... Ooh, I like this one a little better. If I could say it. Ruairi? Yeah, nope. It doesn't work.
No.
It's Ruairi.
I'm not even going to try.
Yeah, I think I messed that one up. Shreya's a
A
Shreya.
Shreya.
Yeah, a Shreya.
Okay. So, this is a story about defying the natural order of things of death and decay for an entire forest.
Yeah.
Yeah, make your party feel like they're actual heroes in this low-level quest. Because probably it'll be up to like level 3 or something for the entire spiel.
Yeah.
Or this entire small arc. So, yeah, if you put this in your campaign, let us know if your party actually kills the good dryad,
Yeah.
or if they find out the signs or figure out the signs beforehand.
Mm.
You could let us know down in the comments of this YouTube video, on X at QuestBoardPod, or on Blue Sky at QuestBoard. If you have a job posting of your own, or your favorite monster, we might make a custom list out of that to make a quest out of. You can let us know on any of those sites. If you're listening to us on YouTube and want to listen to us on the go, we are on most of the popular podcasting platforms. And if you're listening to us on a podcasting platform and want to put us as a second monitor on your computer, then we're on YouTube. I think with that, I wish you all a good night.
And happy questing.